Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep and decoding the massive influence of TikTok in one of the most connected nations on Earth, Singapore. We're going to scroll through the data, the trends, and the culture to figure out how this one app is completely reshaping commerce, communication, and even public policy.
So, when you think of TikTok, you probably picture an app for dancing teens, right? Well, in Singapore, that stereotype is, well, it's dead wrong. The reality is something way more complex and honestly, a lot more interesting.
Check out this number, 3.38 million. That's not total users, that's adults. We're talking people over 18 who are on TikTok in Singapore. That's more than 65% of the entire adult population. So yeah, forget niche app for kids. This is a mainstream broadcast channel that hits the very heart of the nation.
So just how deep does this obsession really go? Well, the data shows that TikTok isn't just a part of daily life anymore. It's basically become the new prime time, totally changing how Singaporeans spend their free time. Okay, get this. The average Singaporean user spends nearly 35 hours a month on TikTok. That's over an hour every single day. It leaves YouTube completely in the dust. This isn't just for killing a few minutes in a queue anymore. This is a primary media destination.
But hey, this isn't just about raw screen time. The For You page, or the FYP, has transformed into this uniquely Singaporean canvas. It's kind of like a digital hawker center, you know? It's serving up local culture in these perfect bite-sized videos.
And I mean, what's more Singaporean than food, right? The hashtag #SGFoodie hashtag is now a digital tastemaker. Creators like Tabings can literally send huge crowds to one specific hawker stall with just a single video. It's this amazing mix where a global trend like Tanghulu can exist right next to a local obsession like durian.
And this cultural reflection extends right into the language itself. For years, Singlish was often treated like a punchline, but on TikTok, it's a whole different story. This quote here just nails it. It's become a powerful marker of authenticity, a badge of honor that connects millions of users instantly.
What's really cool is that creators are making edutainment content that actually breaks down the grammar of particles like la and le. They're not just using Singlish, they're celebrating it, analyzing it, and showing off its rich, complex history to a massive audience.
Okay, so all this cultural energy is also, you can bet, a powerful economic engine. But what's really fascinating is that as TikTok fuels this huge new wave of commerce, it's also breeding a rebellion against it.
So if you're a marketer, you're looking at this and you face a really clear strategic choice. With 3 times the nano-influencers, TikTok is the undisputed king of just getting your name out there, broad awareness. But for that deeper, more meaningful engagement, especially with big creators, Instagram still holds the edge. It's that classic battle, right? Reach versus resonance.
But the real game changer here, no question, is TikTok Shop. It just completely collapses the path to purchase. You see it, you like it, you tap, and you buy it, all without ever leaving the app. This fusion of content and commerce is proving to be incredibly powerful.
And if you want proof, just look at the numbers. A staggering 83% of consumers in the region have bought something directly from a creator's affiliate link. Forget traditional storefronts. For many, trusted creators are the new retail experience. But here's that twist I mentioned. In a fascinating countercurrent, TikTok is also the birthplace of a powerful rebellion against the very hyper-consumerism it helps promote. You've got trends like the hashtag #NoBuy challenge and underconsumption core that are gaining some serious traction.
And this isn't just about saving a few bucks. It's a real statement of values. It's driven by financial pressures, sure, but also by big concerns about sustainability. Young users are documenting their entire journey away from just being passive consumers and shifting their focus from buy new to repair and reuse.
All right, now for another one of these uniquely Singaporean twists. The government itself has jumped into the game. And they're not just playing. They've become one of the most sophisticated and effective users of the platform for public communication. So, the government saw this really worrying trend. More than half of all scam victims were young adults. So what do? Instead of putting out another pamphlet campaign, they decided to go where that audience lives. They decided to fight fire with fire, right on TikTok.
And the results? They were absolutely staggering. The hashtag #ICanActAgainstScams challenge which encouraged users to share tips on how to spot fraud, just exploded with over 42 million views. That's basically a digital neighborhood watch, but on a massive national scale. Incredible!
And you see this strategy everywhere. You've got the civil defense force using gamified quizzes for recruitment, the police making pop culture skits about crime prevention. These government agencies are masterfully code switching to speak the native language of TikTok, and it's making public service messages more engaging and effective than ever before.
But okay, for all its creativity and community, there is a dark side to the feed. The platform's very design, the thing that makes it so compelling, also creates some profound challenges. Everything from our mental health to global security.
I mean, just think about it. The very features that get us all hooked, that endless scroll, the feed of perfectly curated lives, they carry real risks. And it's not just a hunch. Local studies from the Institute of Mental Health have confirmed a direct link between excessive use and higher rates of depression and anxiety among young people.
Now, to really get why misinformation is such a problem on TikTok, you have to understand this psychological quirk, the illusory truth effect. The platform's algorithm is designed for repetition. So when it shows you the same false claim over and over, your brain can start to mistake that familiarity for accuracy. You see it enough, you start to believe it's true.
And that leads to this crucial paradox. Singaporeans are highly aware that fake content exists. They know it's out there. But when they're faced with a specific fake video, many are still uncertain whether it's real or not. And that's the vulnerability. The real challenge isn't just awareness, it's building that mental muscle, that cognitive resilience to confidently reject falsehoods.
And finally, there's the geopolitical elephant in the room. TikTok is owned by a Chinese company, ByteDance, but its CEO is a Singaporean citizen, and its regional data is stored in Singapore. This whole unique setup places the country right in the crossfire of the US-China tech rivalry, putting its famous neutrality to the ultimate test.
So this all leaves us with a final, really complex question. Is TikTok simply holding up a mirror to Singaporean culture, or is its powerful algorithm actively shaping it? As we've seen, the answer isn't so simple. It's a bit of both. A dynamic, endless loop of reflection and creation that continues to define our increasingly digital lives.